Use your feet. Keep your hands up. It's all about heart.
I'm not gonna cry every time some clown gets hurt.
This guy's a friggin' animal. You gotta put this guy on the canvas. Understand? The only way to the title is through me.
Check, check, check. All right. Alrighty. It's Monday night, 10:50. It's late-ish. We've got a little gratuitous boxing going on. Boxing violence. Who doesn't like violence? In the right place and time. Anyways, don't listen to me. Just watch. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this here is TVMA content. Viewer discretion is highly advised.
how you do in the ring. Just like that, just like that. Let's go. Get after him. Wanna win it? Do what you do. Pick up the pace. Move! Wanna win that ring? Work hard. Nice. Nice. Let's go. In the ring. 1-2, 1-2. Nice, nice. Move it. Keep working the body. Don't slow down now. Keep those elbows in. Good. That was good. All right, let's see how you do with some sparring. That's it. Good hunt. Good up. What if you punch hard? Yes. Good job.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds in the welterweight division. A lot of talk heading into tonight's matchup. Everybody expecting this to be a great night of action.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
First round underway in this scheduled 10-rounder. Watch out, folks. This fight at any point could be over.
Nice work.
You know what he offers up. El Terrible's a dynamic one-shot power puncher.
They should call him the shower man because he sends you to the showers early.
That was off the mark. During your training career, is this the type of matchup that you liked when you had a power puncher facing another power puncher?
No, I hated it. I never wanted to fight a big banger. I wanted to be the only guy in that ring that brought that to the party.
Scores well to the head with the right hand. El Terrible putting forth a great combination there. "90 seconds to go here in this round." Blocks that punch. And now they're trading blows. El Terrible's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. How about that exchange? There's the combo downstairs. Good job staying away from the danger there. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. Not able to land the uppercut. And that's the end of round 1. El Terrible's putting on a display of accuracy, and the punch numbers tell that story. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Hits him in the mug with the right. Able to show you his blocking ability. Big uppercut right on the mark. Good job with the old 1-2 by El Terrible. El Terrible's left landing well. Good return fire that time. El Terrible's hitting the mark right now. How precise was he there with that 3-punch combo? Well off the mark by El Terrible. He got all into that one. That was a solid uppercut.
Hit the body. Watch the hook.
El Terrible's coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Well, this fighter in action tonight, Teddy, is undefeated. But didn't the old-timers used to say you shouldn't even fight for a world title until you've taken a loss?
Yeah, that's right, because you have to learn to lose to win. And you have to understand that you're mortal. You know, sometimes youth is wasted on the young. And the old-timers would say, hey, you got to find out that anybody can get hurt. When you don't know that, you can get reckless. You can lose real fast.
El Terrible's ability to get to his opponent worked out well there. He damaged him in that round. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Takes a step back, then the counter punch by El Terrible.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
El Terrible is just looking to get it done on the back end here, Teddy.
Yeah, he is. He's just waiting to set a trap. You know, he's trying to get his opponent to walk in where he can make a miss and bang, spring it on him.
Halfway through this round here. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut.
Unload, more punches.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Well-targeted two-punch combo by El Terrible. Solid left hand to the head. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Much better. As we start round number 4, it's clear to see that it's his precise punching that has earned him good grades on your scorecard, Teddy. With all that accuracy, clean, effective punching, he's up 3 rounds to 0.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if he went to medical school because he's been a surgeon tonight.
El Terrible is keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Great work offensively, landing that combination by El Terrible. Now his opponent got away from that uppercut.
Keep working the body.
Pace yourself.
Halfway through round number 4. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
Protect yourself.
El Terrible's combination punching is just perfect there. 3 punches landing. Not able to connect with the uppercut. El Terrible's giving his opponent fits right here. His head movement is making for such an elusive target.
Yes, it is. Now the opponent has to make an adjustment. He has to realize that he's finding air more than he's finding any surface up top. So go downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body. That'll start to take away some of that head movement.
And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. El Terrible is putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. There he is is on the inside. That uppercut absolutely rocked him. Boy, I don't like the way his legs look at all right now. He's in bad shape. He does not look good at all. He could go down at any moment, Teddy.
Yeah, he wishes right now this was in an outdoor arena because maybe rain could come and stop it. Because I don't know what else could help him right now.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Relax, relax.
Unable to score with the uppercut that time.
Finish with the hook. Come
Final
on,
10
kid,
seconds
fuck
of this
with it.
5th round. So he takes a breather between rounds after he just put forth more of the same punishment. Teddy, we've been sitting here all night long as he lands these thudding blows. You can just hear the damage landing.
Yeah, and I can feel them. Some fluids that I don't really want are coming onto my shirt.
He scored well after being hit himself. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. El Terrible is so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. El Terrible's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Here's something that's a key factor now, and that is his ability to simply defend himself. He's doing a wonderful job at it.
Yeah, he is, and that gives him the ability to always be fresh and confident round after round since he's not taking a lot of punishment.
Scored well upstairs with the right hand.
Keep working the body.
He snaps a jab. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's doing a good job of just being patient now and looking for that one good shot.
Well, you know, the landscape of this business, the history of this business is littered with guys that they've had someone hurt, they get a little careless, they get caught. We better watch out that he doesn't get put on that landscape.
Good? You all right? Breathe for me. Good. Now listen, you threw a wide punch out there and he caught you. Tighten up your punch.
That was good. Took a lot out of him that round. Keep that up. You're looking good. Keep it up. Keep those hands moving.
Another round, will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. Teddy, I'm starting to wonder, what is the answer for this guy? Can he do anything else in this? Yeah, he throws punches, but he has no accuracy. Can this change in mid-fight?
Well, it has to if he wants to win this fight. And how does it change? Well, you know, the problem is these things have to be put in place in the gym. I don't know if you could do it right now, but if you could, you tell me to what.
Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all. just wasting everybody's time holding on. Did you see that? Oh, what an uppercut that puts him down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now. You don't want to stay in the middle.
And he's marking that target right above the belt line. Took a shot, now he gives the left. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange.
Looking good.
Teddy, I'm looking at him right now. He looks completely gassed. Is there anything that can be done to boost his energy back up?
Yeah, what you got to do is you got to tell him in the corner, listen, you think you're dead now, you think you're tired now, you're going to have a chance to rest later, but you're not going to have a chance to fix your future. You're not going to have a chance to undo.
Big shot he just scored with. He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again.
Punched him in the armpit. He's blocked himself.
The ref is stopping this fight. El Terrible's in prime form. Power surge here. Knockout winner. Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes, he was controlling throughout, but he made a good, clean finish with the knockout.
Yeah, as a trainer, you want to know.
There. Win. Knockdown. Win. Knockout. Gotcha. Let's do it.
All right, let's see how you do with some sparring. work, kid. Nice. Forget about being tired. Keep working the body. You want to win in that ring? Work harder. Active body. Pick up the pace. Watch the hook. You want to win that ring? Work hard. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everybody, Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for our main event of the evening. 10 rounds of welterweight action. A lot of talk heading into tonight's matchup. Everybody expecting this to be a great night of action. Little get to know you here in the opening round scheduled for 10. I'm very interested to see how he fights tonight. El Terrible's coming off of an impressive knockout win.
Well, that could be a catch-22, Joe. Yeah, a lot of confidence coming into this fight, but also it could be overconfidence. He could start to think he's a huge puncher now, and he has to throw only one shot at a time, and that can really take away from his overall game.
The expectation in a matchup like this, a power puncher versus power puncher, is that the fight's not going to last long. But what if it does? Then what?
The guy with less power is going to win because he's a guy that has a reserve in a place that he's ready to go to in case the power's not there.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Again to the melon. Good defense, just covering up down low. Gets rid of that body shot. Double hooks to the body by El Terrible. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Nice block. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Able to dismiss that body shot. El Terrible is showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counter-punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
He just missed that shot up top. Reaching the halfway mark of this round, El Terrible is at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. And there's the left hand working well for him again. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own.
Keep your head moving.
El Terrible's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Final 10 seconds.
I want the combinations. You're landing one shot, but I need to see 3 or 4 punches. This fight is too damn close for you to be lazy with your punches, okay? ¿Entiendes lo que estoy diciendo?
And round number 3 is underway. That right hand serving well. Missed that uppercut. El Terrible is doing well here with that 2-punch combination. Good defensive skill with the block by El Terrible. El Terrible is being very patient here, but it's with a plan in mind.
Yeah, it is with a plan in mind, and that's why he's such a successful fighter. He's trying to lure his opponent into a mistake.
Is there a certain time limit that should be put on sparring? I mean, should you only spar X amount of rounds when you're heading into a fight?
Absolutely. You have to have a calendar to look at, see when that fight is, and you want to try to plan on getting to your climax, getting to your peak, and then all of a sudden you start coming down so you're strong for that fight. You don't want to be worn out going into that fight. You want to be able to gear that training and that amount of training where you come in there just the way you should.
Committing to the body work with the double jab. Oh, very nice. Smart counter punch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Right to the head with that right. Three minutes gone by in this round.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
El Terrible is enjoying a lead on Teddy's scorecard the first time we look at the scores ringside here tonight. Although early on here, it's not as if either man is in complete control of this fight. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counter punching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for me. Committing to the head work, you see him go there again. El Terrible's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Up top with the right hand. Combination to the head. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Comes right back at him with a left hand. He did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter punch.
Looked like the will of the wisp, the old great Willie Pett. Made him miss, made him pay.
Right back to the body. Countdown, the final moments of this round. El Terrible's timing with his head movement has been ideal. We have not seen his opponent being able to land anything clean up top tonight.
No, because his opponent is not making the proper adjustments. You know, when the head is moving, the body's still there. You can't catch the head. Go downstairs to the body. You paralyze that head. You start to take that movement away. Before you know it, the guy's not quite as elusive.
That's an intense jab right there by El Terrible. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Good solid shots with the combo downstairs. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it.
Come on, kid, focus.
And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon.
Come on, keep focused. Back aside. Move your head.
Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. A minute and a half to go. Blocks a shot and then does nicely to work on his own. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged.
Double up your punches.
El Terrible's combination punching is working well here. Now this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just a sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation. But just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short.
Good exchange. He fires back. Good looking counter punch. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pocket. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the bank.
There it is! And he goes down. It was a magnificent combination that put him down.
Now he has to get up.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by El Terrible. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. 1-2 jabs up top. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own.
I can imagine throughout your career you've been all over a lot of fighters for lack of movement.
Yeah, it's very, very frustrating because you start to wonder, does he want to win the fight? That's what you start to wonder.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. He returns the favor with an uppercut. He is damaged badly there. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Can he get up from this? He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down? That's it. It's over. Fight is over. El Terribles bombs away, worked again. Knockout victory for him. That's what you want to see. A guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer...
Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to a sold-out Boardwalk Hall in Atlanta. Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. What are some of the adjustments that will typically be made halfway through a matchup like this, speed versus speed?
Just to remind your charge, your fighter, that, hey, there's a lot more to this world, to this fight than just speed. Why don't you start doing other things? Why don't you start feinting a little bit? Get the guy out of position a little bit. Get him into false moves.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Oh, and they decide to trade there. Robinson's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Good flush, straight left hand. Cross putting a smile on his corner man's face right there and frustrating his opponent with that jab. So he decides to go downstairs early on, and I think he'll be happy with that decision later on.
Well, it tells you that he's a well-prepared fighter. His corner came in here with a good game plan. He understood what they had in front of him. A guy that's going to move a little bit. Start going downstairs, taking the...
He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, man, he's in rough shape after absorbing that blow.
Well, nowadays we have so many different weight classes. Used to be only 8 weight classes. Now with all the super and juniors attached to every weight class, you can go up and down the scale with ease throughout your career. Is that good for the game?
No, I don't really think it is, because they're making it too easy for the fighters. You know, I'm not saying that it's not good that they have an alternate to a weight class, but a lot of times when you make things easy, they're going to go for the path that is easier. In other words, somebody should be a middleweight. Now all of a sudden they're going to be so light heavyweight, they're going to be a super middleweight. But with a little discipline, they would have fit into that middleweight frame. It wasn't that they couldn't make it. Now you make it so easy, they don't want to make it.
Fine work with the double jab downstairs. Rock'em, sock'em robots right from the start here, Teddy.
No defense, just pure offense.
Body shot with left hand. Robinson's got a cut. We can see that he's bleeding from his mouth, and that can be a real problem. People don't realize it, but that can be a big, big problem. End of round 1. Let me paint this picture for you. You got to figure out a strategy, and your fighter's down to one eye.
Well, I hope that he read some history books. Or he watched the movie named 300. You saw that movie, didn't you? Great movie about the Spartans where they were outnumbered, and they had to get the terrain right to fight the fight. They had to get into the mountains where the greater forces, the greater army, could not be the greater army. They could not get in there and battle where they could take advantage of their superior forces. That's what he's got to do. He's got to move the fight into a portion of the ring where he will not be vulnerable on that side.
If there's one thing Isaac Frost can do is generate power. Boy, did he just deliver some power with that uppercut. Frost starting to bleed from the nose. His corner should be wary of that. Good step back counterpunch there. Good effective work with that straight right hand. Big uppercut from Isaac Frost, who's a big man.
Keep your head.
Good body shot. The right hand came home. Targeting each other. The exchange was something special. Sugar Ray Robinson sitting back right now, Teddy, looking for that counterpunch opportunity, isn't he?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's waiting, you know, he sees that his opponent is in his armory, so to speak. You know, he's in his castle. He's getting him to come out of his castle. He wants him to come out of his castle, so now he can attack.
Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. So punch after punch, he keeps taking punishment. Starting to wonder here, Teddy, how much more will he be able to take?
You want it to be the inclination of a fighter, in this case a warrior, to go on. But sometimes enough is enough, and you just have to take your losses and come back to fight another day. I believe we've gotten to that point.
Takes one, but gets one. Good work by Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson's feeling the effects now of that hook. 10 seconds remaining in this round. Robinson's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. We've seen it many times before, and maybe this will be the time for him. When you realize just how bad the cut is, where it puts you in that desperation mode, that instant offense mode, that there's a certain urgency that has to be had.
You know, it's funny you say that because sometimes fighters need a little fire.
Sugar Ray Robinson's banged by a left hand. Frost looking like the one thing you don't want your fighter to be, Teddy, and that is careless.
Yeah, well, first of all, when you throw a jab, you throw it like you're testing hot water. Bang, you get it back just as fast as you throw it out. He's throwing it slow right now, and that's where the carelessness comes in. Something's going to come over that slow jab.
You know, one of the major issues here is he may be swallowing some blood now. You can see blood in his mouth. Robinson's banged around by a big uppercut. Frost's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. Sugar Ray Robinson's cracked by a right hand. Wow, stunned moments ago, but now somehow, some way, surviving well.
You know, Joe, I had a fighter once that got dropped in a round.
Great round now, back and forth after he did the hurting. Big shot there. How about this? Isaac Frost takes a power punch and gets floored. So the intimidating Isaac Frost. Can he still be the big bully after being knocked down? We're gonna find out as this fight will continue on. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Blocks that punch. Robinson's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Frost's cut is really a mess right now, and it could jeopardize this fight for him right here. Teddy, is there blame that needs to be placed on his cut man? Could he have done more?
Well, really, the trick to being a cut man is pretty simple. It's not rocket science. You have to have the right medicines, the right coagulants. You have to be calm. You have to be able to put pressure on that cut, get it to stop, and then put those medicines in. But you need a little help from your fighter. You need him to move a little bit on.
Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Oh! And he goes down again. Will he get up from this? Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you in. When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. Banking away a body shot with the right hand. Well, a lot of people were looking forward to this fight, and with very good reason. When you pit these two guys together, it should be a very good fight.
You don't have to look for either one of them. They are right there to be found, and our fans love that.
Frost left now getting into the mix. Teddy, talk to me about this matchup from a defensive side of the game when you have two speedy fighters matching up.
Well, you know what? I'm going to whisper in my guy's ear a little bit. I'm going to say, you know what? Use his speed against him. Step out a little bit. Let him shadow box a little bit. There's nobody there.
Sugar Ray Robinson. Big shot comes crashing home. Sugar Ray Robinson looked like one of those kids' punching bags right there. He went down after that power punch. Robinson's back up, but is he back in the fight?
We're going to find out in a second whether or not he moves his head. Now, if he just stands there straight and you're the trainer, you better get up on those steps and stop it. He's not right.
That is an ice-cold right hand by Isaac Frost. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Halfway through round number one. Oh, that's a good hook to the body.
You know what? I'm going to whisper in my guy's ear a little bit. I'm going to say, you know what? Use his speed against him. Step out a little bit. Let him shadow box a little bit. There's nobody there.
Sugar Ray Robinson. Big shot comes crashing home. Sugar Ray Robinson looked like one of those kids' punching bags right there. He went down after that power punch. Robinson's back up, but is he back in the fight? We're going to find out in a second whether or not he moves his head. Now, if he just stands there straight and you're the trainer, you better get up on those steps and stop it. He's not right.
That is an ice-cold right hand by Isaac Frost.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Halfway through round number one. We're seeing a lot of work to the body here early on by him. Teddy, is that a certain mentality, these guys that commit to being a body puncher?
Yeah, because they understand that the body punching, you know, that's not something that's glorious. That's not something that, you know, like a great left hook on the chin, bang, and gets results right away. They understand that that's something that pays off later, and something you got to start early and stay with.
Frost's got to deal with a cut cheek. Teddy, do you think the sport needs a national or international governing body?
Yeah, it's the only major sport, at least it used to be a major sport, that doesn't have that. And there's no unilateral control. And when there's no unilateral control across the board, well, you have too many spots that are weak for the sport, spots that do not serve the sport.
Unbelievable pace here tonight. Both guys have no plans of having this fight go far. I'm sure the frame of reference for most is Hagler Hearns.
Yeah, you wonder if it's going to live up to that. So far, so good.
Last 10 seconds of this first round. And we come to the end of round number one. Teddy, let's discuss what's going on right here. His eye is completely swollen shut. What is the concern with the referee in the ringside position?
Well, right now they're worried about the welfare. You know, not just about tonight, but the future of this fight and what damage he will take now because he can't see correctly. It's their job to protect the fighter.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Crashes home with the uppercut. Digs in with a good, solid uppercut after taking one. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. Robinson's coming out here after being knocked down in the last round. Teddy, what are some of the things you look for that will tell you he's on steady ground, that he looks fine?
Well, the first thing I look for is the base, the foundation. I mean, you look at a house, you want to see, and you want to make sure that that basement is solid. There's cinder blocks there. You know, you don't want to see that upper floor waving a little when there's a wind. You're looking at his legs. You want to make sure that they're steady, they're firm.
Punches and bunches. It worked out well there with that combo.
Yeah, you know, the early punches set up the late punches.
Halfway through round number two. Frost's punch didn't come close. Robinson's right hand working well that time. He scored well. And the ref looks at him and says, no headbutting, hands out the warning. Non-stop energy from both guys in this round. The final minute is here. Isaac Frost got a way of just getting away from that punch. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Left hand came after the jab. Pulls the trigger. Oh, and there you go. He goes down. A barrage of punches just put him down.
Get the young brothers out. It is raining punches here.
Down he goes, but he's going to continue on, beating the count. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. And we come to the end of the round. Robinson's approach is to score from the outside. That's already shown itself early on here as he scored to his opponent's head. Frost's got to find a way to survive and maybe even do more than that. He was knocked down in the last round, and here, you know, all eyes are on his status here to start this round.
Well, Joe, don't put too much on his plate in this kind of situation. Right now.
What a big shot. Picture-perfect combination, and he is floored.
Well, the old timers would say you can hit a guy with two. Why hit him with one?
And it's all over. Sugar Ray Robinson's hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight. And just like that, Sugar Ray Robinson's thunder rains down on him with a knockout victory.
Well, one of Einstein's theories was E equals mass times speed.
Really?
Good evening, everybody. Joe. 15 rounds scheduled here in this much-anticipated fight, and we are underway with round number 1. Well, when things have gone south for Lennox Lewis, it's been because his opponent possesses one-punch power.
Well, Lewis is going to have to show that when he's been in the gym after those times that have gone south, that he's gone north. North to a place where he's come up with an answer, where his defense is better.
Good block by Lennox. That's a flush shot, banking away those body shots with the left hand. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Robinson's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Halfway through this round. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Lewis. Teddy, give me a sense of your expectations of Lennox Lewis here tonight.
What I always expect, use that size, use that reach, and somewhere before the night is over, land the right hand.
Teddy, one of the reasons the heavyweight division is so popular is because of the power punchers. But how do you differentiate Lennox Lewis as a power puncher with some of the greats we've seen through history?
Well, you've had guys like Ernie Shavers knock a wall down, but he didn't win a heavyweight title. Now, some of it's who's around, but some of it is having an ability to deliver that power. Lennox Lewis has found a missile that takes that bomb right to the guy's chin.
Robinson's got to be really careful here, Teddy. That eye has gotten to a point where this fight could be stopped at any time.
Well, the key is that it's above the eye, so of course it's impairing the vision. The blood, when it trickles down, he can't see, and that's what the referee's going to be looking for.
Lennox Lewis is now in a spot that many fighters have faced numerous times, and that is, how do you deal with seeing your own blood and knowing that you have incurred some serious damage? Look at that cut around the eye.
No, for a fighter to be able to move to the top, he's got to be tested in a lot of areas. Sometimes the test comes when he's hurt. He's hit on the chin. He's dropped for the first time. Sometimes the test comes when you drop the other guy and he gets up. and he comes at you. And sometimes the test comes in the form of a cut. When you see your first blood, when you see it, that it's your blood, how do you behave? We're going to find out right now.
Lennox Lewis doing what he does best, and that is firing off that jab. Solid straight right hand. Well placed, well timed combo up top. Nice strike after catching one by Sugar Ray Robinson. More and more punishment is being doled out. Lewis's face is absorbing, and it's not holding up well.
It looks like it's sunset right here on his evening.
Good defensive skill.
Yeah, that's it.
Targeting that belt line with the right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. Lewis is covered with his blood right now. That cut just opened up something fierce.
And you know, you wonder about the psychological damage or potential damage of that. You know, does that affect him where he gets a little down? Does that affect his opponent where maybe his opponent gets a little reckless?
An accurate left by Lewis.
Stay on the outside.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Robinson's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. No, he missed that right.
How much of what Lewis does well is the fact that he has a great identity of himself as a fighter?
Well, that's all of it. Because, you know, we've talked about his body. We've talked about all those things, the physical power. You have to know how to use it and what way you're going to go about that. He has discovered that.
Keep pushing.
Robinson's left working well that time. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Lennox Lewis. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. And that's the end of round two. His eye is completely shut. He really is at risk of being a TKO loser here. I suppose if he can defend himself properly, the fight will go on.
Yeah, well, that's going to be up to the discretion, the judgment of the referee. I mean, this is what the referee is paid for. His judgment in this kind of situation.
Sugar Ray Robinson so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counter-punching.
Well, the old timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Sugar Ray Robinson's right hand scores well. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Lennox Lewis really loves throwing the jab, and you can see it here. Able to cover up that gut. You see, he comes over the top with that right hand, a real solid shot. So right from the start in this fight, he's committed to the body shots.
Well, that's the time to go there right at the beginning, because body work pays off for you later in the fight. No sense in wasting time. Get right to it.
Keep working the jab. Good, good.
Doubles up the jab. And he ties up on the inside. Sugar Ray Robinson's clearly affected by that. obviously so many career highlights in the career of Lennox Lewis as we watch him in action here tonight. But one of the things he's most proud of is that he was able to face and beat all the heavyweights of his generation, including getting Mike Tyson at the end of Mike Tyson being Mike Tyson.
You know, you use the word proud, and I think that that's so important here. We look at the right hand of Lennox. We look at the side of Lennox, but the pride, that legacy you talked about, he brings that into the ring. That makes him strong.
Scores up top with a left.
Finish with the hook.
10 seconds to go in this third round. Robinson's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way.
How you doing? Keep your hands up. Don't worry now, right? I need you to...
Start of round number 4 as we look at Teddy's scorecard. I think this is pretty much what we expected. We thought it would be a good, fair, competitive, balanced fight, and it's even so far.
No, not much to separate the two fighters. Right now, both of them working on the outside using the jab. I think it's going to come down to, does one guy decide to have a more educated jab? Maybe hook off it, do something a little bit more with that jab.
Blocks the headshot. They're sending more than one at him now. The combo to the head. A knifing left hand by Lewis. Lewis is in a tough spot right here. He's going to be swallowing blood. You can see blood coming from his mouth, and that can really cut his wind. That was a fine block by Lewis. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Lennox Lewis. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Robinson's doing a really good job of being defensively sound, of being patient, and waiting for that golden opportunity for some offense to come in the mix.
Well, that's exactly what he's doing. He's waiting for a mistake to be made. You know, he wants a lead out of his opponent right now so he can make a miss and bang, come right back with that hook.
The old 1-2 scores for him. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs.
Keep your distance. Range.
Good looking right hand after he got hit.
You're taking too many punches. Hands up. Double up your punches.
Last 10 seconds. You know what I find interesting, Teddy? At the end of the last century, the Associated Press
Good job.
named Sugar Ray Robinson the greatest fighter of the 20th century. Keep in mind, the 20th century was defined by superstar heavyweight champions. So for a welterweight and middleweight to take a title like that, that's extraordinary.
Yeah, it is extraordinary. Again, it speaks to not only the talent, but the kind of fighters he was fighting, how often he was fighting, the amount of fights he had, the way he went about it, and of course, his presence, his charisma. I mean, there was something that just shined about Sugar Ray Robinson, something that stood out about him, and of course, made him where people looked at him more than others, even when there was a lot of terrific fighters, obviously, to catch your attention.
Lennox Lewis blocks that punch.
Back to the body.
Robinson's well off the mark that time.
Watch the hook.
Good job by Sugar Ray Robinson landing that big right. Wow! Oh, an explosive headshot there. He is down.
One, get to your feet. Two.
Now you'll see what one of the greatest to ever lace him up is all about, as Sugar Ray Robinson tries to respond after being knocked down. Targeting that midsection now with the combo.
Stay away from the inside.
Blocks that belt line well. Robinson's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also it's the teachers. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
And all of a sudden, solid. Remember earlier, he was on the canvas. Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. A very fan-friendly round, but a headache for the judges. How do you possibly score that round when each man was able to hurt the other?
Well, this is where you have to be a good judge. You have to be a professional judge. You have to use the information that's there. Who won the spots of the round before they each hurt each other? And who hurt the other guy a little more?
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
He is swinging away, even though he's in bad shape.
And he's going to leave himself even more open by swinging. He'd be better off getting those hands up and trying to weather this storm defensively.
Lennox Lewis, his movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Doubling up that jab serves him well to the body. Little head hunting with the left. Good flush shot upstairs. He is staggered and stumbling.
What move?
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Flush right hand to the head.
Looking good.
Doubles up the jab to the head. Lennox Lewis is sticking to his game plan regardless of the fact that he's been down in this fight.
Yeah, and one threat you could compliment him for it, Joe. You could say he understands who he is. He understands his identity. He's going to win or lose with that. But on the other hand, there are some changes he has to be aware of.
A good block. Sugar Ray Robinson's making this so that it's becoming a very frustrating night for his opponent. I mean, when your defense
is that sharp. It can just drive your opponent crazy.
Yeah, it can. First of all, it can start to break down. You know, we always look at the physical things in life and anything. You know, you're pounding a guy and you're going to break the guy down. Hey,
Oh, wait,
you're
what'd he
just
say?
smart and you're slick like this guy and you're making a guy miss. You start to break him down. He's breaking the guy down that way.
Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
And round 6 comes to an end. 60 seconds. That's all they get. Just 60 seconds to deal with the fact that their fighter has an eye that's completely shut.
That's all they need. I mean, that's their job. Now they got to show that they can perform under those conditions.
Lewis is just being swarmed. He just got stunned. He got absolutely nailed. Robinson's picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say Teddy's just in the...
Wow! He got
shit.
demolished like that was a wrecking ball. One punch power ends the evening. You gotta love that. Teddy, it wasn't long ago we looked at your scorecard and he was trailing in this fight. Now he's sitting.
The rematch.
Here we go. 15 rounds scheduled here in this much anticipated fight. And we are underway with round number 1. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Lewis is showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. Teddy, early on in a fight, I will often turn to you and ask you what's the one thing we should look for out of this fighter. But in his case, I think it's pretty obvious, right? It's the jab.
Yeah, more importantly, it's obvious to him. He understands that. You know, he understands he's not real strong in other areas. So he understands he has to be really good in this area.
Commits to the straight right. Lewis is making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Little head knocking with that right hand. Lewis's plan may be to have more urgency at this point because that cut of his just has blood streaming all over him.
Well, there's 3 sides that can be affected. He can be affected himself by seeing his own blood. His opponent can get affected, get a little over anxious. And the judges, they could be affected a little bit by seeing that kind of blood.
Big left hand from Lennox Lewis. Well, we've talked about the fact that this awkward, unorthodox fighter likes to have a little space. He's going to have that, but he's also going to be standing opposite a guy who knows the sweet science, who likes to box from the outside.
Yeah, he is, and of course that means that the boxer is going to stay with good fundamental things. The opposite of the unorthodox fighter. He's going to use the jab, and if he's really smart, he's going to lower that jab a little bit. You know, not jab to the head so much because he might only find air. But he's going to jab to the chest. Just keep the unorthodox fighter off bound. And you know, the funny thing about it is exploit his weaknesses. Because the unorthodox guy, you know, he's already got technical weaknesses. He's off balance, but he makes it work for him. Now you push him a little bit more off balance by hitting him in the chest. And now you can have a big edge.
Red hot action to open up this fight. Both men throwing, both men landing.
It's been a long time since I've seen something like this. I think it was in a film library. Watching Hammer and Hank, the great Henry Armstrong. Never took a step backwards, kept going forward.
Robinson's doing well here with that 2-punch combination. 10 seconds to go in this round.
You're doing great.
And that's the end of round 1. He can't see out of that eye, Teddy. It is swollen shut, and now the ref is taking a look.
And he should be taking a look, and I think he's going to bring the doctor up pretty soon to look at it himself.
Robinson's landed a good, solid combination. How about a return to big shot?
Oh, shit.
Sugar Ray Robinson
said, I always had a problem with
He
this
is
guy.
knocked down.
Get up! 1, 2.
Well, what do we make of this? Sugar Ray Robinson having to get up and soldier on.
Move, move!
And he engages in the clinch. Parries that punch away. Didn't get it done going to the body there. Sugar Ray Robinson's right hand scores well that time. Able to land the jab. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
He clearly came in with a strategy here tonight, Teddy, and so many times it's, hey, I'm gonna bang that drum.
Yeah, he is banging that drum. That drum happens to be the body. And he figures that he's going to try to move on him, so start doing it early on, and later on, he's going to have a guy in front of him.
And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Lewis is in that position that nobody likes to be in, seeing your own blood and knowing you've been cut. Look at his mouth. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Got that quick trigger, that little double jab there. Boom, boom. Teddy Lennox has had a very interesting career. Many would say at times a roller coaster career because he had the instances where the chin gave out on him.
Yeah, he has, but the most important thing in his mind is he's come back and he believes in himself, and that's where that great amateur background comes in. He's been down dark roads before.
Good shot to the head with that right hand. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. And we come to the end of round number 2. You know, Teddy, I'm looking at that cut as he's in the corner now. He doesn't look good at all. Do you think he thinks he has to go out there and try to end this fight?
Not only does he think it, I think he's right. I think that he probably has very little time left before the referee or the doctor's going to stop this. And he needs to be thinking that way if he's not.
Good block. Really frustrating his opponent now. Lewis is so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
Good job on the two-punch combo by Lewis. Halfway through this round here.
Move your head.
Crashes home a headshot after blocking his opponent.
Body shot.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Sugar Ray Robinson. Robinson's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Lennox Lewis is doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Sugar Ray Robinson. Right to the body. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. And round 3 comes to an end. We talk about it often, but jumping out and taking a lead on the scorecards can be so critical. He's done so in these first 3 rounds thanks to that knockdown.
Yeah, he has, but it can also hurt you because now if he starts laying back and just waiting for that next big punch, guess what? His opponent gets right back into the fight.
Robinson's combination punching is working well here.
Keep your distance. Range.
Lewis has got a real problem on his hands now, Teddy. I think the cut is actually worsening around his eye. He has to do a better job of watching out for that. He has to protect that eye.
Yeah, what he has to do now is give his corner man, his cut man, a chance for his work to be accomplished. In other words, there's been coagulants, chemicals put into that eye. Now the fighter has to move a little bit, be elusive, and allow those chemicals, those medicines to work.
Robinson's out there just waiting on a counterpunch, isn't he?
Yeah, well, first of all, why is he? Because he knows if he walks in, he's going to get caught. So what he wants to do is, he knows there's basically a guard at that door. He's trying to get that guard to get out of there so he could go through that door.
Missed the body shot. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Sugar Ray Robinson. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Robinson's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Right to the belt line. Robinson's the kind of bottom. And banging away he goes. We're going to see what Lennox Lewis is made of now. He just ate a power punch that floored him.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Lewis is now getting back up off the canvas. Very accurate 2-punch combo by Lewis. Right hand downstairs. Sugar Ray Robinson with a big right.
Punch and move, punch and move.
4th round now with its last 10 seconds.
Nice work on the outside.
Lewis is coming off of a round where he was just dropped. Now he's got to go back out there. What's the mentality, Teddy?
Well, right now what he's got to do is buy some time. And you got to be one of those time buyers. You know, you go out there and you say, you know, I want to be able to get, you know, a little bit of space here. You want to grab. You want to move. Anything. You can't worry about winning this round. That's gone all right. Survive the round. Get your head clear. You're going to win the other rounds.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. And now you can see him zoning in on the target with that double jab. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. All right, something seriously wrong here, Teddy. It's early on in the fight. Robinson's conditioning is already showing us that he's nowhere near being able to be in this fight.
Well, that showed me that he gave up before this fight ever started. And somebody's got to tell him in his corner, you know what? It's harder to quit than it is to fight because you got to live with the results of that quitting.
Effective work, the three-punch combination. Halfway into round number 5 here.
Hook! Hook! Work the body.
Well-targeted left hand by Lewis.
Move your head.
Obviously at 6'5", Lennox Lewis has some God-given advantages, but he does a smart thing. He utilizes them.
Yeah, it's kind of like having a good car, but you have to find the right driver. Well, he's found the right driver. And that driver, the jab. The jab sets up that right hand.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. He's committing. He said he was going to do it from the outside, and yet another big shot comes in. Lennox Lewis damaged again here in this fight and trying to beat the count.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Lennox Lewis is back up on his feet. Let's see what he has now. 10 clicks of the talk. And this round comes to an end. In between rounds here, Lewis's eye is completely swollen shut. What would you be telling him?
Well, this is going to sound a little tiny harsh, but guess what? This is a tough business. I tell him, you have 2 eyes, right? Use the good one.
Well, we've seen the complete opposite, Teddy. We've seen fighters that when they've been knocked down, they become desperate or they completely close the door and get overly cautious. This fighter is fighting the same way he's ever fought.
Yeah, and that's either going to be a good or a bad thing. That's the confidence that he's going to get it right, that he understands himself, that he's not going away from his game, from his fight, or he's going to pay an awful penalty for it because his opponent is going to pick up on that predictability and he's going to keep banging him with the same reason.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Sugar Ray Robinson. Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities because he got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Nice strike after catching one by Sugar Ray Robinson. Halfway through round 6. Lewis is landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. How quickly things can change. Solid. Well, he's been there before, and now he's there again. He got floored.
He can't afford to keep going on that floor. You have to wonder when the referee's going to step in now and stop this.
The ref stops the fight. Lennox Lewis is not going to hear from those judges. He's a knockout victim.
Well,
I've had enough.
ow.
It's late. I'm hungry.
As we saw, he was up on your scorecard throughout the evening. Sugar
Excuse
Ray
me.
Robinson's now a winner by knockout.
Listen, you want to win, you want to get to a title, you want to be successful, but you want to make money. And this is one way to ensure you're going to make money, scoring knockouts.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time.
Alrighty, folks. I'm gonna wrap it up for now. Live on Twitch, KK, YouTube. Gratuitous boxing violence. I don't know, this is episode 7,777. Or something like that. Or not. Until next time, stay classy with a whole shit ton of sassy, and remember to try to be the reason somebody smiles, okay? Alright, Dingo's out. I say peace. Oh my God!
And he goes down again. Big left punch.
Woo!
Wow! Huge punch for the victory. Hard straight punch. That's a big hook. Oh, beautiful combination. Oh, he's landing. Oh, head kick. Got the ropes again. This could be it right here. Vicious hammer fist.
Wow.
Oh, and he goes up top with a kick. Big front kick to the face. Oh, my goodness. And again. Caught him in the big right hand. Wow. He's out. He's out cold. My, just like that. Dominic Cruz, just like that. Jake.
Yeah, behind the back. Whoa! Nice. Oh. Woo!
Good jab. Excellent job of timing these shots. How good is that? Beautiful knockout victory right as the round was ending. For the victory.
Tremendous. Give me that hook. You didn't see that kick?
Let's take a look at the replay.
Look at that.
This is the shot.
Talking about a hook. Ah, look at that.
He's clearly hurt badly here. Let's take a look at it. This is the one that
Clearly.
costs up strikes for the knockout.